I have an order to buy above this bull bar. I'm seeing it as a trading range up here, and then big sell-off, pullback, second climax. Um, so I thought after two climaxes down, you can see it as three climaxes. First one here or here, and then pause, second and third. But I'm seeing this whole thing up here as a trading range. And we got one really big breakout, 2 bars, pullback, and then second climax here. Because we have 3 bear bars here, I'm trading small with half size and using a wide stop, measured move down from the signal bar, just in case we get a third push down so I can add again. So half size here, if we get another reversal up, I'll add the second half. And my targets are all in this area. We have a bad sell signal here, so we could test that low. We also have the high of the sell climax. It could be considered to be the high of this bar or the high of this bar. So targets are somewhere in here. So my stop's down here in case we just accelerate down. But my premise is that this is a strong enough reversal up that I think and we also got above this low. So even if we get below this low, I think there's probably buyers there. So I'll look for a second reversal up from below this low and see if I can add the other half. I think I'll give it one more bar here. It's going sideways a lot more than I wanted it to. Still hasn't reached the targets that I think it should reach, even if we get another leg down. But if we continue to go sideways here and can't get enough buying pressure, I'll probably just exit and then look to buy down here if we get there. Just ended up getting a break even there, I think. Yeah, break even. Just wasn't going with enough strength. And even when it was going sideways, we weren't getting bars closing near their highs or closing above the prior bars. So just wasn't looking quite as strong as I needed it to stay in. We had an opportunity for a second entry buy here if this bar closed on its high, but we couldn't get that either. So I just thought it's gone sideways long enough that I'd rather just exit and look to re-enter if we get another reversal up from down here. I bought above this third bull bar. I was hoping for a double bottom here and a second entry, but instead we accelerated up, so I bought above there. You can't see it here, I don't have the moving average here, but it's right at the moving average, so it's a test of the moving average in a bear trend, so maybe not the best buy, but because of the 3 bull bars, I thought that it's a higher low major trend reversal, double bottom here, and there's a chance that we test targets above. So I don't know if we get all the way to the low of the upper range, but I thought we could get up to yesterday's low, which is here. So I thought it was a reasonable swing buy. Traded half size again in case we pull back and get some kind of bull flag. I can add the other half above there. But because of the 3 bull bars, I thought it was okay to take for a swing. Stop below here. After 4 bull bars, I think, or 4 bull bars closing on their highs, I think that bears will wait for a micro double top to sell. So I don't think there's any reason to exit below here. And it's not a great signal bar, has a tail on the bottom. So until we get a micro double top, I think it's okay to stay in. I'm gonna look to get out half or 3 shares at 40 cents. And I'll leave 2 shares to see if we can test up here or yesterday's low, or even potentially get up to the low of the upper range. But I think that's going to depend on the follow-through bar. So if this bar closes on its high, I'd want to see a bull follow-through bar. I'm also going to move my stop to break even, especially on this bar because I wouldn't want the entire bar to reverse. Trying to take one more share off here. We got close above this high and then a follow-through bar, but 2 big bull bars, so I thought that was a decent gift to take off at least a little bit. and then leave the other share in case we pull back. But looks like we're pulling back before I got filled. Okay, so I got one more off there. And my last one I'll look to get off at 349, which is this lower high. I might also just leave it to see if we get up to the low of the upper range, and then just exit below a bear bar. But for now, those are my targets: 349, and then potentially exiting below a bear bar. My stop loss is at break even, so on that last share, I won't lose anything. I'll exit below the bear bar. And that's why I wanted to take off one share here, because I don't think this is the end of the move, but after either one big bull bar or two decent sized bull bars, even if we get a good breakout, it often has to pull back for two legs, or maybe even create a high one. So that's why I like to take some off first and then re-add if I have to. I don't know if that's right, but I just see that happening so often that I think it's worth it to take off some here when you get a big breakout, and then either re-enter on a follow-through bar to prove that it's holding there, or look to buy again. I often don't buy again, even when I say that I should, because once I made the profit, I don't want to risk it again. But hopefully I get better at that. But right now I think it was okay to exit there where I did, and it's okay to exit below the bear bar here. But if we get another bull bar closing near its high, I think I would have to enter there again. I just don't know if I will. So I ended up making $2 on it. Traded pretty small here because I just wasn't certain about it. The move down is very strong. I was buying at the moving average, but I was hoping for a double bottom higher low, major trend reversal, and we did get that. So happy with the read, not happy with the sizing. Obviously, it could have traded bigger, but I was just being cautious.